because
I feel like you shouldn't have to hold it the whole time.
no, I definitely shouldn't have to hold it, but I feel like there's.
Is there a stand? What
Ooh,
kind of
just-
equipment did it come
How many
with?
sunflower seeds can you fit in your mouth?
Tape it to the.
All of them.
You know what's fun is trying to fit like 2 whole packs of that bazooka shredded bubble gum into your mouth.
As a kid, did you ever do that? Just
Yeah.
No, not. It's
Yeah.
not
I did
bazooka.
something very stupidly similar at my office. I was chewing
Picnic
3.
too.
Yeah. I chewed 3 sticks of gum in my office this week, and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
One
wasn't-
at a
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Maximum flavor. Minimal mouth movement, maximum flavor.
Exactly. Just like
You had 3 sticks of bubble gum in your mouth at one time.
like extra, like
Foot. Have you ever seen that deal where it's like, do you want to make someone lose their goddamn mind and take a bite out of fruit by the foot? Like, okay, hold on.
I feel like this watching a reality TV show with really bad edit. This
Hey.
is Blair Witch project.
Blair Witch.
There we go. Right? We live. Hey, the lighting in this camera is 1,000 times better.
Yeah, I think so.
That is
Yeah.
nice.
Do you want to? Okay. Do you want to know how much I spent on this shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Cart. Hold on. Orders.
I think who does intro 1? Is that Matt or Kelly?
Kelly.
All right, Kelly, you're up this episode.
Oh, I am. Okay.
I did-
Okay. The camera was $19.
Damn.
The mic stand was $19. I spent
Everything.
$40.
That's
And
crazy
dude,
that the camera is as cheap as a mic stand. That's
Right.
wild.
Yo, well, and I mean, seriously, look at the tone and the color. Like, it's so much better.
Oh yeah.
I'm
For
gonna
sure.
get that. Send me the stuff.
Okay. How do I do that? Share. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send. Okay, I'm gonna reply to all. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It sounded fun. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's get this. Copy.
Impressive. For the second half of the show life, for the next 20 episodes, you're gonna have amazing camera quality.
For Kelly.
Yep.
Paste. Okay. Okay. Both of them are, yeah, it's out. Dude, it's fucking $40 fucking dollars.
You should do this, and you should also
And it's
get
the
a
higher
GoPro.
and it's the higher camera angle. Oop, hold on.
I have a GoPro.
Oh,
Oh,
You
I
ever-
wonder if that would work if you could use it as a. I bet you can. I bet you could use it as a live.
Okay, I'll tell you what I don't have.
Bourbon.
Drink.
You don't have a drink?
good drink. Have you trusted Matt to like actually like just take you where you're going?
What's that?
Have you trusted your autopilot to just like take you where you're going?
No, it's not self-driving. It stays in the lane.
So it's not like full autopilot?
No. No, it like you get it in the lane and then you lock it in and then
Okay.
it'll drive like and it'll tell if you let go of the wheel or not. Like that was the real controversy about the one that crashed and all those guys died in or whatever. Those 3 guys.
Yeah.
You'd have to jerry rig it with some weight or something because it'll know if you're holding the wheel or not. I don't know. But like if you just like put your hand in it and chill, like it'll cruise. Like you don't have to like it doesn't sense your grip as much as like the weight of your hand.
Okay.
So like you just like if I just set my hand in the wheel and just sit back and chill and
And you're good.
pay a lot of attention to the road. Yeah. I was passing a dude on the way to El Paso one time.
Oh, yeah, you told us that.
Yeah, it was when we were at the what was it called? That hotel with the pool on the roof.
Yeah.
So I'm cruising down there, and I'm actually like driving, I think, and I pass somebody in a Model 3, and homie's like just like this on his phone. He's just looking straight down on his phone, and I had a chuckle because he was like locked in the middle of the lane, and I was like, all right, he's in probably the safest car on the road right now in a lot of ways. Like, it's not going to rear end anybody, and it's not going to do anything erratic. It's just locked in the lane. So, there's
A little crazy though.
yeah, it is. It's super crazy. And you gotta, what's funny is you have to keep it clean because it's all cameras. You have to, so because like the like it's not like radar sensors and shit. It actually uses cameras, which is a big controversy about the technology behind the Tesla. It does have proximity sensors, kind of like the little buttons that you'll see, like when you back up and it tells you how close you are to shit, like that slow speeds. But all of that self-driving shit and autopilot is all off of cameras. It has nothing to do with LiDAR or like any of that type of technology, which is kind of fucking crazy because it's all machine learning. It's all machine learning on what things look like, which is kind of fucking crazy too. Like it's not utilizing some, I guess what's hard to wrap your head around is just maybe like the evolutionary importance of sight, in that this technology is one of the most advantaged ways to drive on its own, and it doesn't utilize some superhuman technology like radar or LiDAR or sonar, like some form of, well, that's a form of like sonar, I guess, but like it's just using sight. It's like it just how far does that fucker look in front of you, and then it knows because it'll have stereoscopic vision, and with I would imagine with like mathematically programmed stereoscopic vision, you could like deduce like how far something was away from you, if it was if you knew like via focus like how you're getting something in focus. Because the other thing that befuddles me is like shit is in focus off the cameras on the car. Like that's the thing I don't really get, because like I'm thinking of like back in the day you had a camera and you'd fuck with it just to get what you were looking at in focus. But how does that like how does the refresh rate of focus, like how is it so fast now? And like all encompassing, like things that are further away when you're looking at the screen are in focus, as well as the things that are close.
Yeah, not like that super camera that they have now in the NFL.
Oh, that's the most incredible. I love that. We talk about that every time it comes up because it's so breathtaking. That camera,
it's the best camera.
It's so cool. The one where it like gives you that depth perception where things kind of are out of focus behind it. So it's got to be some kind of overlaying. It kind of accomplishes this effect. This might be a little bit over the top, but like, watch.
Are you going to turn yourself into a cat?
I am not a cat. That was so funny when that guy did that. I did that on a meeting the other day, and they thought that was pretty dumb. But
hey, I can't help it if they don't get good jokes.
Yeah,
that's their problem.
Where's the? I think is this one. I am not a cat.
I should just get super drunk tonight and just drink that bottle of whatever I'm supposed to sell.
I got something called.
That'd be hilarious, Nick.
I got something called this.
Alfred.
Is it lip balm?
What is that? Sardines?
In the bottom, is the bottom in focus?
No.
Go back a little. Go back like a couple inches.
Yeah, that camera sucks.
Right?
Should have spent $20.
No, does not help.
Back.
Read it to us.
Solid cologne.
Solid cologne.
You just put a chunk.
Butter. You just grab a butter.
Just put a chunk on yourself somewhere.
It's cologne butter. Swear to God.
Nice.
I don't know. Bespoke Post, man. They send you
smell
shit.
Good.
Sponsored by. Yeah, no, it smells fucking amazing.
Cologne butter. Oh wait. Oh, you almost had it.
There's one that's like
solid cologne.
There's one where it blurs
Brioche.
your background or something.
Brioche.
Yeah, it's like the portrait mode.
Dude, it smells so good. We'll talk about this later. Here's my latest Bespoke Post.
A cleaver.
Dude.
You're a butcher.
Dude, this is fucking forged. This is steel. This ain't stamped. This shit is fucking
nice.
Fucking a chicken. I don't know what you. Yeah, something.
Can you?
Chicken.
I wonder what cops would find more intimidating: you carrying around that or a gun.
Nick. I'm white. Whatever. Just anything. I could storm
Okay.
the Capitol
Okay,
and nothing.
let's put somebody else in your place.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Okay.
say-
Hold on now.
Patrick Beverly has that knife or a gun. Which one's more intimidating?
The knife.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot him no matter what.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot him no matter what.
I think I'd be more scared of a knife than a. Well, it depends on proximity, but
Yeah.
Dude, you can select to apply this to all future meetings.
Ooh. How do you do that?
The Aurora Borealis
are you on RuPaul's?
drag race, Canadian drag race. Who's oh shit. Totally forgot about that. Who's winning? Is the basketball game over?
No, I don't think so.
Let's see here. Yes, good.
How long's your travel time tomorrow, Matt?
It's pretty long. It's like 10 hours or some shit like that.
The Suns are already having a parade.
Yeah. Did you see them all drive like in the
Kaminsky was chugging beers.
sunroofs of their cars and everything?
Wow. Like how many? 10 hours?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
You could almost drive there in 10 hours.
probably.
Dang. Women's soccer killed Mexico.
4-0.
4-0.
Wow.
Good for them.
Mm. I have what's super dope is I have a first class flight from El Paso to Houston.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
It was just last minute booking. So there was there was coach left and there was like some preferred thing where it was just like $100 more to upgrade to first class for one flight. So I was like, fuck yeah, I've never flown first class.
Dude, you're gonna get on. What is it? Continental? United? No, Continental.
United. Yeah, United.
Okay. So yeah, they actually have that little section, so it'll be
It'll
good.
be nice.
Well, it'll be nice because I'll fall asleep nice, for that first little leg, especially because I
Yeah.
got to get up at 3 a.m. So yeah, that'll be kind of sick. But I don't know.
So I hope
it'll be
Your flight leaves at 6.
Yeah. What time should I leave?
Like 5:45.
Hey, listen. Rule number 1. Then no, fuck that.
Kelly, remember that time? You remember that time we partied hard at Bennigan's and then you had a plane flight, the kind that you fly in a plane?
Uh-huh.
And what time was that flight at? So I don't party that hard.
That flight was probably at 6:30.
Okay.
And I woke up at 6.
Hey,
And
remember that?
I instantly got on the phone. I was like, "Hey, no fucking listen, I done fucked up."
Remember that time that you showed up like 12 hours early?
I was going to Calgary, huh?
I think so. Yeah.
I was going to Canada.
You should
And
be
I
doing the
fucked- I just
podcast from the
fucked- I just
airport right
fucked
now.
it up.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. After a 2-week hiatus and a Zapruder film-esque missing episode 20.
It's coming out. It's
coming out. It needs edits. It got a little wild.
It doesn't.
All right.
It doesn't. Put it out there in the world, man. The world's changing every day, Matt. You know what's legal today?
Yes.
Women can drive cars.
I mean, and a lot of things have, there was like a
And
Holocaust in there
And
somewhere
weed.
too.
Weed.
You know what I mean?
Weed. There's weed, mostly weed.
Most-
But welcome to episode 21. Allegedly, we can neither confirm nor deny these allegations until 20 hits the book. And what sucks is literally Hav has 17,000 followers. Although
Yeah.
someone today gave me the name of a guy who talks stocks, and he goes, he pops on people's podcasts. So I'm gonna message him and just, I mean, because we've got nothing to lose.
Not at all.
Yeah, for sure. Reach out.
We should just message a bunch of random people that have like a decent amount of followers and see which one
Trey?
wants to pop on.
Trey's Trades on YouTube. TREYS.
Trey Young.
TRADES. He's a stock market guy, and apparently he's hilarious. And so I'm going to reach out to him and see if he wants to come on just for fun. I think we've got a couple. Okay, FYI, there's guests. I've even had some people reach out to me. The Troutmans are ready to hop on
Awesome.
next week if we're up for it. I don't know what city they'll be in or where they'll be, but
That'd be cool.
they're ready to hop on. But nonetheless, let's just get back into it, because welcome to the BAB-Cast, episode 21. Like I said, allegedly, until 20 hits, it's just who knows. But a podcast
20 and 3/4.
which are four friends who just got together to talk to one friend who was having a baby during COVID, and it turned into a 20 consecutive weeks is pretty good for doing anything, guys.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
pretty
Absolutely.
fucking impressive.
Like if we had stopped masturbating for 20 weeks, that would be amazing. You know what I mean? Like if we all could report back and like, guys, made it 20 weeks, no masturbating. After this, I'm gonna be a Buddhist monk. See ya.
I'm out after like 5 weeks.
My math is mediocre, but I'm going to round up and say that's half a year.
Yeah.
Half a year, including
Yep.
holidays.
Half a
But,
year, including Palm Sunday.
Do you think you could stop masturbating for half a year?
Nope.
Like a real
Why? Hey, do.
Does it count? Like what is that? What actually constitutes masturbating? Just wondering.
I mean,
What? Like, are you?
Are you-
I'm just thinking of the
you
person
trying
who's
to end
listening.
the
Like,
show right now?
surely they're not going to explain what that means on this fucking show.
Are you pushing the limits of being like, dude? It's at the house. This door, like, the crack is this big, and I fucked it, and it's a door. And is that masturbating? It's like, I don't know. Like, that's a tough one. But once again, it's a podcast for friends, by friends, for enemies, for everyone involved. And we're excited to be back on the airwaves tonight. I hope everyone watching live enjoys.
Yeah.
We can't do that. But someday. So episode 21. I really don't think we should have much of an agenda. I think we should just chat about some things that are going on in whatever realm or world that we've got interest in. And
Isn't it
I think we
crazy?
lead off talking construction, and we'll jump into some business and stocks. I think we can then dive into just some personal endeavors, some things that we're trying to do. You might notice that I have a fancy new mic stand. Sponsored by China mic stands. I don't know. It's from China.
Jeff Bezos.
And a new camera, new angle, I like looking at me better on this camera than I did my other one. I didn't like that. I was not a fan. This one feels high def. Brought to you by China Cameras. Cameras from China. They're $19.
Sponsored by China Cameras.
Sponsored by China Cameras. China mic stands. China mic. You know what that should
That sounds like a
how is that
rapper.
not someone's nickname? China Mike.
Oh,
a little racist now that I think about it. But
we do all have new drug lord names.
Oh yeah, go through that one. I forgot about that.
Screens.
Oh yeah, dang.
well,
Dang.
the audience can't see that.
I know, but you guys don't.
I know, motherfucker. Bo Peng Ju Shishu? How do you say yours?
Just how you said it. Both.
How do you Nick,
That's
real
how you
quick.
said it.
Nick, where did this come from? What's going on with this?
We're just
How
fucking.
did we get the names? Because I don't. What's my name?
Yours
Oh.
is
Oh, fuck! You were something, Ray.
Ray, and then whatever Spanish for mushroom is.
Oh,
Let me scroll back through. Matt's was Hawaiian for battery.
Yeah, Champion Ray, aka
Champion Ray.
Yeah,
It's like
the
almost like
the
Champion Ray.
Yeah, it's like Mushroom King.
Or El.
oh,
Champion Mushroom a Ray.
chomping. Oh, chomping on.
Champion.
Like
Champion.
Like
Champion.
Chomp, chomp, chomp,
Yeah,
chomp.
CHAPINON. Champion.
I like Nick's the best though. Nablo Nescobar.
Pablo Nescobar.
And Matt was Pacahiko.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat.
Pacahiko.
Pacahiko.
Matty Moist was Eric's suggestion, and then you said you like Matty Moist, and I was like, well, I guess
Matty Moist.
this is my life now.
Matty Moist.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that unless you named our team name that at trivia. So.
Oh, how did that go, by the way?
One.
Oh, congrats. And what was his, did he have any reservations about reading the name?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Did it sound funny at least?
It was funny. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I was like, you guys fucking won yesterday? That's so cool. Fucking.
What was the team name?
No.
What was
No,
the team name again?
it was
Was this
it was
team makes
Bell.
me what was the team name again? This team makes me moist.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you
No
didn't even-
chuckles? No chuckles? Come on. I thought that was funny.
You should have stayed for at least the first reading of it.
Yeah.
But no, we won. We went into it was a tie, and then guessed right at the tiebreaker, and we won.
It was how many times does the word? What song was it? Do you remember? E?
Kelly, your mic can't hear you.
There you go.
Behind me.
Yeah.
It was how many times a
Girls just want to have
someone's
fun.
name.
It was how many times is girls mentioned in Girls Just Want to Have Fun? I think.
Girls. And how many times how many times they say it in the song?
Right.
9.
The word
9.
girls mentioned.
9.
How many times is it? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Our guess was 33.
Well, what was the total?
32.
Get the fuck out. Is that many times? God damn.
The
So you know what's
kid-
even
the
crazier?
kid-
How many times
kid-
how many times has that poor artist had to say that word in their life? Like, or sang it? Especially when you have a song that's like that repetitive. Like how many times are they saying it live? You know, like said girl.
It's
I've always
it's less than they say Roxanne in the song Roxanne. I'll tell you.
Really?
Interesting.
How many times does that one dude say in a small town? I don't know.
I don't know, but on tomorrow's flight for you, I hope T-Pain sits next to you and does auto tune the whole time,
That'd be
That's-
cool.
Sick. I'd love that.
so you can't sleep.
Oh man, I have those new AirPods. I got them with the ones with the noise canceling. I didn't fucking Gracie chewed up. I had those Bose ones that I'd used to run, the blue ones, and I came back and it just was a yard sale. I don't know why she wanted to go after those so bad, but she ruined them. There was no coming back. So I did a little bit of research, and AirPods are pretty dope. So anyway, but they're noise canceling and they're kind of freaky, like in real life. Like I wouldn't really rock the noise canceling in real life, like just walking around. But I think on a plane it's gonna be pretty sick, just to kind of zone out. And I'm gonna try to. I think I'm gonna get the audio book of Daiwa Zero, and then try to cover a little bit of that on the trip too. So I can, because I think I got a couple of credits on Audible, so I think I can pick that one up and
Nice.
jam that out.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Have you guys started reading it?
You should.
I don't know, 5 pages in.
Oh, really?
No,
Yeah,
but
I
you
have.
should.
I've cracked open like the couple of chapters I thought were interesting, but I hadn't like burned through it.
Yes,
Yeah.
has it.
I think the more appropriate book would be Alive, just in case you crash and you become a cannibal.
Yeah, you got to learn how to eat the right people. man.
Yeah.
I don't follow. What's that? What am I missing?
So Alive
You're
is
on
a
an
book
airplane.
You're on an
about an
airplane.
airplane crash,
Oh,
and they had to actually eat their co passenger people.
I
How do you decide who gets eaten?
Oh, I decide.
Generally, whoever dies first.
Or whoever you hold underwater first.
Suffocate. Matt's doing jujitsu on all of it.
Just fucking fighting everyone.
Just poking holes in their life raft, but tying a rope around their ankle.
That's just like, who do I feel like eating today?
Yeah.
So tell everyone where you're going tomorrow.
Puerto Rico. I'm going to Vieques, Puerto Rico. It looks pretty cool.
What? What's it called?
Vieques. Vieques. Vieques, Puerto Rico. I'm going to pull it up.
It's an island.
Nick asked you earlier, you got your passport, so that's good.
Yep.
Yep.
You're good
Nick,
there.
I got my passport. I'm ready to go.
Mhm.
I'm getting
Good.
there in style. I'm balling out. I got a first class flight first thing in the morning. I'm going to report back if that's a cool thing to do or not. Looks pretty.
It says wild horses roam the countryside.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's cool.
And a 9-hour, 12-minute flight costs anywhere from $872 upwards.
Wow.
Is that true?
Okay, so yeah, that house. You guys remember me sending you guys the photo of that house?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That house is in Vieques. So
Nice.
Oh shit.
yeah. So now
Damn.
everyone wants to go where I wanted to go. So
I
that's
already wanted to go.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
I absolutely want to go.
Why wouldn't you want to go?
Yeah. Oh, that place sucks. Ooh.
There's a
I was looking for wild
biolu-
unicorns, wild horses. Fuck that.
I like how this site describes it, the wild horse, and it also says a bioluminescent bay or mosquito bay.
Oh,
I think I'll go with bioluminescent.
yeah.
Yeah. It's better.
Yeah.
I mean, both of those are better than bite your dick off, Bay.
So the place that I told you that I wanted to go was Culebra, but that house we found was in Vieques. So
Well, how far are those part of those places?
they're how what?
How far apart is like?
Here, let me share.
Are you staying at a Airbnb or a hotel or the beach, a tent?
So
Yeah, let me share my
Bethany's
screen.
parents got a house or something. So there's like
Oh.
thing there.
Let me share the screen.
Are you?
Yeah.
This is the
Sorry
first time you're
about
meeting
that.
her
Sorry,
parents.
brother. What's that?
First time you're meeting her parents.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, in a
You're-
confined environment where the further I looked up how far I'd have to swim.
yeah, you can't do it. No.
Yeah.
No. So
Bro,
you're gonna
you
fly-
don't know me. I could do it.
Have
It's only
you
like
ever
50
seen-
miles.
Matt, have you ever seen that movie Surviving the Game? It's an old movie.
Mm-mm.
So
Ice-T's in it, and what they do is they basically get to this like lavish place, and he thinks like, oh yeah, I get to hang out with all these rich people, blah blah.
they're hunting his ass.
Then they're like, no, we're letting you free, and you get this much.
Oh, is that in the forest in a cabin?
Yeah,
I've seen that. Dude, we
Yeah.
should watch that together on stuff with stuff.
Okay,
I mean,
so
when
check it out. Puerto Rico, here on the map, is it?
I remember that
says
as a kid.
Doña Ana County.
North Carolina.
It's as big as Doña Ana County. So you're gonna fly in here. When I went, I stayed in Dorado,
uh-huh.
and then
Say it.
we road tripped, boom, over. Aguadilla had some type of huge party going on, and then Cabo Rojo was super cool. I didn't come down this side, but we just stayed. We went back up. But El Yunque is this national forest, man, and it's supposed to be badass. But we went, then we came back, and we came over here to Fajardo, and then we hopped on ferry, like an open top ferry, and then came to Culebra. But down here is Vieques. And this place dude, it's going to be out of this world cool.
It looks dope. Yeah, it looks really dope.
Dude, it's going to be so. But
Yeah,
this is what,
I'm actually most excited for
This
the
is-
for a Cessna twin flight from what is it called? San Juan to is it San Juan?
Zony Beach is where this is where I wanted us to go. Zony.
Can we get some Google
Super
Earth
cool.
instead?
But
Get some better visuals.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
well, I mean, Matt will send photos.
Yeah,
But
I can't wait. It'll
The
be
thing
cool.
the thing that's gonna be cool is like it truly is. It's one of the cool, it's super, super cool. But the thing that constantly threw me off was the food, man. The food, I did not like the food. And you're sitting down and you totally have this expectation of eating Mexican food because everyone's speaking Spanish, and
Mhm.
but it's what's crazy is it's a different Spanish because does anyone know what beans are in Spanish?
Frijoles.
Frijoles.
Not in Puerto Rico. Habichuela. And so there's all these random words that freaking change in Spanish over there, and I don't know what it is, but I think it's the Caribbean influence that
A mix of Haitian and Puerto Rican.
Isn't it weird that Puerto Rico's part of the US and it's totally like past all these other countries? Like it's just here and we just took it. We're like, no, we want you.
You know, the
Yeah.
cool thing is that we could have the rest if we wanted them.
Do we?
Do we want them?
Be careful with that.
I'm just fucking around. Well, I'm excited to go. I haven't been out of the country in like a million years, so it'll be cool. I haven't been on a plane like on a trip in like 3 years, so this will be cool.
Hell yeah. It'll be super cool.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
You think it'll be cool?
I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it might be cool. It's probably gonna be cool though.
Yeah.
Eric, do you need like a 30-foot trailer?
Do I need a 30-foot trailer?
Man, I don't know if it's quite 30 feet. 24,
Like,
it's big.
Just
I
like
don't know. I mean, you got a big truck, so I'm just checking. Someone just sent me a photo, and they're like, so they sent me this photo, and they're like, you know anyone that
no,
You
no,
can
I
put
definitely
You
don't.
put Can-Ams on there.
Two
That's a cool
ATVs
house
on it?
behind that.
two?
I need Can-Am before.
yeah. I would just drive the Can-Am everywhere. I wouldn't put it on a damn trailer.
Good point. If I had, I'd drive it to work if I had one.
You gotta love New Mexico right now. It's like you can drive Can-Ams everywhere, and then you can get high on marijuana, and it's a lot like that movie where they're in the desert and then everybody's like sucking on gasoline. What's that called? I can never remember that one.
Alive.
No, the one with Bane in it. What's his name? Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
What's that movie called, Kelly? Where they're like in the desert and then
Titanic.
That's in the.
A bad guess. That was a bad guess.
Yeah. No, that's right. It was Titanic.
Thunderdome. Mad Max.
Mad Max. Yeah,
Fury
Mad
Road.
Max.
Mad Max.
It was a remake. Yeah, that one was a remake, right? I never
Fury
see,
Road.
I never saw the original.
And it wasn't a no. It's
Its own
it's
storyline.
It's its own.
Oh, okay.
Don't you think the Can-Ams or any like supposedly off-road vehicle, now that they can drive them on public streets, don't you think the first time somebody gets T-boned and gets killed in a Can-Am,
You
that's
get
going to
fucked up in one of those things, man.
But will you get
It's the laws
will
of
you get
physics
any
are
more
super
fucked
light.
up? Will you get any more fucked up than like in a smart car or something?
That's a good point. They're super light. But you know, the thing I will say is there are people wearing their seatbelts in those things. And you probably need to have a helmet because like there's no airbags or anything like that.
Right.
And they're not wearing helmets for sure.
Yeah.
So there's no airbags. There's not a lot of that extra shit.
Well, I've seen
Okay, I'm gonna bring up.
I bet a
this-
smart car has an airbag.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I think
smart
it
car
has.
it.
I would imagine a smart car has an
I
airbag.
would think so. Yeah.
feel like
They're
it's
like
all
federally
airbag.
mandated, aren't they, to sell a car in the U.S. Like
Yeah.
fucking backup cameras are mandated now. I think.
Yeah.
Here's that guy. See what? Because I did want to talk some stock. I do want to talk some stocks today. So I do.
That's
So
good.
anything on a building first though?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
I picked
yeah.
a plan for my house. It's coming up.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Did
be
we
up
vote
there.
on it?
I'm gonna be down the street from Nick. Actually.
I don't remember voting on it.
Oh.
No, he was like, "What do you guys think?" And then we gave him all this input, and he was like,
Are you building right down in the bin stuff?
Yeah. Well, I have. We'll look at it together for sure. But I have a plan that we started with a couple of ideas, and I haven't even gotten a prelim back. So we'll definitely check it out once we're gonna go. So I decided like I'm gonna forego the Opus Baller House for a little bit and try to get some cash position so that we can try to get some multifamily going. So that's the plan. Just to set ourselves up so like, you know, we can really go hard in the paint on trying to grow the business and that kind of thing. And I think that'll be a good thing to do rather than rather than have a crazy big house or something.
Yeah, you guys are gonna build me a house in that area as well.
Yeah.
And the model, like, I mean, one of the things that we should discuss is I post that comment on Facebook about, hey, is anyone interested in doing something? And
Some blew up.
I've got a lunch meeting with one of a Virgin Galactic guy tomorrow who wants to build the model.
That might go under. So
And will it?
So they just got like a negative rating on their stock.
Oh man. I made a lot of money on puts on Virgin Galactic. No offense to homeboy.
Well, but listen, that's not the point. The point is that there's Richard Branson isn't fun. I mean, I'm just saying there's a gentleman who reached out who was very interested along with a handful of other people. I mean, it's been crazy how many people.
Does he work in the finance department?
No, he puts asses in seats, man. That's what he does. And he puts those seats in space. And no, I
don't come back.
They don't. You fucking live there forever now.
I'm just giving them a hard time. I want them to succeed because I think it'd be great for us and Las Cruces.
Well, today, I mean, I know we're on building sort of, but Virgin Galactic or Space, the local ticker, Space, SPCE, after hours, it's up like $17 or something.
Really?
It's up like 25%.
Like a short? Is it a short squeeze or something?
I don't know.
What do they do?
No,
they announced.
Richard
Branson announced
that's
that
why it's provocative. It's like the song "Lady Lumps." No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
Well, with lady lumps, that's not fair. It's one of two sets of lumps. Unless we're talking about cancer, and if that's the case, that's the most fucked up song I've ever fucking heard in my entire life.
Matt's never watched Blades of Glory.
Nope.
Oh, so SPC.
We skate to one song.
We skate to one song and one song alone.
Guys, this is gonna be me in like, Saturday morning. Bam.
Are you kidding?
I'm gonna be a hot chick on a
getting
beach.
a re-identification cert. What is that?
Re-identification. Thank you, Mr. Sensitivity. It's called a sex change. Okay. Transitioning.
I know it's called something.
Are you gonna be a Puerto Rican? Is that what you're gonna be?
Puerto Rican?
Are you gonna speak Spanish?
Dude, if you come back and you have like the necklace with the flag, please come back with all the fun stuff.
Matt comes back as a Puerto Rican boxer
and always wants to fight.
His mirror.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's where it goes. And then you want to fight everyone. Just be like,
I come back with a little chin strap beard. Like one of those.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Super thin, tight, clean.
Yeah.
But
and the button up, it has like 3 buttons from the top off.
Just with this. Like you can see side nip from the opening in the V. Just a little side nip.
No. Just an NBA jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's Carlos Arroyo NBA jersey?
No. It has to be someone on a team that hasn't played there for years. Like it's like
Mutombo or something.
Seattle Supersonics.
A Carmelo Anthony Rockets jersey is what it is. And you're just like, fuck.
Nuggets jersey.
No, he started there. that's where he started, drafted. Like one where you're like, oh fuck, he did play there, huh? Just a John Wall,
Jordan
Oklahoma City
Wizards
jersey or something. And you're like,
I have a Jordan Wizards jersey.
Do you really?
of course he does.
Go get it.
Jordan.
Go get it. Prove it. Go get it. Yes. 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 Yes.
But no. Like it's. I got a meeting tomorrow, and dude, it's crazy how many people want to be a part of. Like, I don't know. Like, I hope we feel. I mean, I feel like we're trust.
Nice.
Yep, there it is.
It's a Bullets jersey.
Oh.
nice.
Jordan, Puerto Rico, Jordan.
That's insensitive. But
J's are H's. You don't go ja 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 ja. You go ha 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 ha. But it was with J's. J-A-J.
no,
You know what?
the team name's the Bullets. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah. In DC?
Yeah, in DC.
Yeah, guns aren't even legal there.
No.
I'm so confused.
Bullets. No, change the name to the. Yeah, that's why the team name changed. Bullets was insensitive.
The other Washington team.
But no, there's people that want to. Man, I don't know. Like, and we're still not sure how we're going to do it or how we're going to figure it out. But it blows me away at how many people are like, hey, we want to do something. Like, tell us, give us our options. And it's like, fuck, we don't even know I just asked the question. I was hoping like one person that I was like, oh, dude, you're not the worst. Dude, we could figure this out.
What
It's just like,
would that being the case, Kelly? What do you think about trying to like crowdfund like an apartment deal? Like, but you make the shareholdership like contractual. You know, you like have a lawyer write it where it's like real tight, but it's still like, you know, you look at a residual, you look at where the way things are. I mean, not necessarily taking it public, but like as a co-op, like doing it as a cooperative or whatever.
I think there's an insane amount of people that would fucking line up to do business with us, which is what that's what I was most flattered and blown away by, is just how everyone was like, and like, I'm not even following up with people and they're just like, hey, what's the deal? You know, Rocky is like, hey, let's
put like, just kidding.
JK, we went out of business a year ago. We live in Puerto Rico, and then just send a photo, Matt. They fucking moved to Puerto Rico. They took everyone's money and moved to Puerto Rico. But no, it's cool. It's cool.
One of my family members, not saying who, used to plan on that all the time. Like he'd get like they would get a large amount of a large.
You're an only child, right, Matt?
No, I have like 15 brothers and sisters, and but them who they think they were.
I'm not sure my dad's actually allowed out of the continental United States. They're like, Mexico's like, no, senor. Even though he's fluent in Spanish too, that's awesome. But so one of the things,
because my dad would be like, hey, you know, it's kind of wild, like, you know, when you have like 25, 30 houses going, and then you go to the bank for draws, and then this wave of money comes in, and, you know, you just wonder, you could just take it, move it, and let them try to catch up to you. And I'm like, is there anything we need to talk about right now? Because like, I work here, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Both of us, or just?
Yeah, exactly. Do I get to go on this trip? Because I haven't been allowed on trips before. So
hey, Dad, why's the business in my name? Why is the business in my name, Dad? Listen, bro, it'll all work out. Don't worry.
Yeah. There's never money in the banana.
I do think what's cool is that the hope is that the model home, which I'm talking with, I drop in and talk to Chuck tomorrow to see if I feel like we need to put it in the fort. And so we'll put we have the lot here for the model home, and then one lot over Matt's personal house. And then when it comes time to build for you, Nick, in that area, we'll figure out which lot makes the most sense from there. And boom, 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 3 houses going up. Pow. That'll just, it's going to be cool.
There's a corner lot, like right up there, just north of the model home lot.
Oh, up on the top of the hill?
Yeah.
Top of the
Yeah,
hill,
that's a nice one. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
The only there is a bit of a fucking bitch rock wall cost on the back because of how big it is.
Oh,
So there
Yeah,
will be
some of
there's a little
There's already
fucking-
rock walls with the neighbors though.
is it?
on one side, but you still have another big one that you need to do. So
Yeah.
we'll go up there. I'll show you.
Those are more desirable anyway, as far as they're thinking financially. They're a little more pricey, but they're nice. They're cool.
But at this point in time, I think the key thing is just really finding the spot that you want to be in. Just let's go. Let's go. Because things seem to be trending in a positive direction. I mean, I don't know, Matt, have you looked at lumber futures?
Lumber's going down.
Wasn't it down
Yeah, it's down,
40%
I
this
heard. It's
last
down.
month?
Yeah.
Dude, it's down, I want to say 65% now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
So
really good.
July 1st, lumber futures are at $764.
They were like 1,500 as a high, weren't
Yeah. 15 or 1600.
Less than a month ago, they were 1,300.
Wow.
they? Guys,
Great.
is this haircut crappy or no? I feel like
No.
I like it, but I don't know.
It looks good.
Not too bad.
I like it.
I
But
mean,
It's
I don't know
just
if you're trying to
it's
impress
short.
anybody, but
It's short for sure. No, I just got it today because I was thinking about going to that wedding and stuff. Sorry. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, lumber futures.
no,
They're
super
trending
short.
down. They're trending down. They're trending down. And that's a really fucking awesome thing because it's fucking like, man.
Dude, it was at 1670 in May.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Nick. It was higher than 15. It was almost 17.
When do you
1670.
guys
Yeah, almost 17.
realize those prices though? Like,
Who the fuck knows? Never.
Is it going to take a month to actually
Motherfucker.
trickle down to Las Cruces?
Well, me and Kelly were talking about this. I think one of the issues that we're running into is that the like distributors that we buy from paid premium prices, so they're still sitting on inventory
they're
that's
stuck
expensive
on
as
this
fuck.
old stock.
Yeah. That's
You know
expensive.
who's going to adjust the quickest? And Matt pointed this out to me because it didn't think about it. Big box.
Yep, for sure.
Big box, and big box is going to force everyone else to fucking try to keep up because Home Depot doesn't give a shit.
Nope.
They know they're gonna go, look, we're gonna drop ours down to $39, $40 for a sheet of OSB, and it'll sell out fucking instantly. And then it's all sold out. So then you order more at the new price. And so big box will force these local ones. I think there's no I don't think there's any question all of our OSB from Home Depot or Lowe's.
Yeah, no, I think that's a for sure thing.
Unless Foxworth goes, dude, just tell us what the price is and we'll make it happen.
Oh, I'd rather do business with them 100% because there is a little bit, not a little bit. There's a lot better customer service most of the time. So
1,000%.
yeah,
I would 1,000%. But
yeah,
we're
no, I mean,
excited. Matt's got his lot under contract.
You
I've
did?
got my lot under contract in Picacho Hills.
nice.
Damn.
yeah, the lot that I picked out is is just on it's the one we saw it together.
The
Nick.
other, those are the only two that I looked at. Those are the two I liked.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was one of those two. And I'm gonna
Nice.
try to stay in the 2,000 square foot range with a little pool.
Sweet.
You know what I'm kind of one of the reasons I like the Plan E was it's a lot like the Airbnb we stayed at in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just real. It's real. It's not basic. I mean, it's a nice house. I think it's a nice plan, a nice place to start off with. Do a 3-car garage, and then the pool in the back. But I'm gonna take it easy because I really just I might do a couple of slam dunk things like to get the view out the front, like maybe do a little storefront, maybe do some big windows. I don't know how crazy. Me and Kelly will figure out the budget, but. And then just a nice big pocket door or something in the back to just kind of have that indoor. Yeah, something fun. Yeah. Just so we can party over there and it'll be fun. Yeah.
Is it more advantageous to finance the land and the construction loan together, or
Makes it easier.
No. Here's what I'll say. Sometimes you just have to get the land tied up so it doesn't fucking go away.
Right.
yeah?
Yeah. It's finite for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
If you like a spot, fucking buy it. I mean, that's what I would tell somebody right now.
And at this point in time, it's like get it under contract and then talk. Oh man, I'm working on this because I mine out there. Here's what's hilarious is that we're at the same price my lot is 70. Oh, well, yours is, what was yours? 68, actually. It actually went down because we went to the
Well,
other one.
Yeah, but did you see that they put the $2,600 park fee on top of it? You gotta love the Benzes, man. It was 70,600.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I had a hang up about that for a minute, but I know what they're doing. They're trying to rabble rouse so that people complain, because that park fee is fucking dumb. Like they tack it on. They go, okay, the lot 68,000, but that's not including the park fee that that we're gonna
The
have
city
to
of
pay.
This is to go to the city of Las Cruces.
Yep, they're pointing out there. It's like a protest in the contract.
The reason that I hate where I am is that I have to deal with Doñana Mutual. So
for the water, ugh,
and sewer, water and sewer.
Oh shit! No,
There's
pun
nine.
intended.
There's 9K, and hopefully they know where it is. But it's hilarious because I still think your lot at that price is a great price, and I love mine up there at that price. I'm just like, fuck it, dude. It's hard to find something anywhere where you go.
Do you think you're gonna get a
Holy
membership in Picacho if you move up there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I know the guys that run it. I'm just gonna be that guy that, like, it's like when I used to go to frat parties. I was like, they're like, oh, you're SAE. I was like, not at all, man. I know Burkett. Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah, then you're cool with us. Oh, you're Delta Sig? No, not at all, man. I just know this guy. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go over there, and then maybe if I'm just around enough that they'll just be like, well, fuck,
He's a member.
Yeah. he has to have a membership. He's
here every goddamn day. Like, what's he fucking doing?
They have nice tennis courts, or at least they used to, up at that country club. Tennis is fun.
I think they even have something called a social membership.
Oh, really? To go to the parties and stuff?
Well, no, you get access to the facilities. Like,
do they have a pool?
Not golf.
Oh, do they have a pool still or no?
There's a pool there.
Oh, okay.
It's probably full of water right now.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
Not on purpose.
I remember as a kid, that was the coolest spot.
Oh, dude, of course it was.
Yeah. I went to like a summer camp there or something as a kid.
I want to say that. Cool. One day we were out there, didn't we see that it started in like 77 or something?
That was the spot. Yeah. Frank Borman's personal house was out there. That we're building on that lot. Yeah, his house burned down and all his people died.
Yeah, I took some customers around today.
I lied.
And let's just say, fingers crossed, they have some pretty exciting ideas. And when I told man, the appliance package you're looking at alone is $50,000.
Holy shit!
Appliances. They were like, "Yep, that sounds about right." And I was like,
Dang.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, I'm frustrated in the sense that it feels like from a construction standpoint that we've had the least amount of movement in the last 2 months that we've ever had on it at any point in time in the it just feels like everything's come to a fucking halt. Every project. And then, oh my God, did you see the fucking when the countertops are coming in for Springer?
No. It was a couple of weeks. 5 weeks?
5 weeks.
Fuck. Man, that's terrible.
Oh, 100%.
And they're expensive as shit too.
Yeah.
So they're like
5 weeks.
They're like $80 a square foot or something like that.
We just Eric will understand this time frame. We just put cabinets in. Yesterday. They're done. They're ready for countertops.
Wow.
5 weeks. 5 weeks waiting for it to come in. And I'm sitting there going like, okay, we'll do the flat work. We'll do the rock walls. We'll finish. I mean, I almost feel like I feel like we're at a point where I want to apologize to a couple of guys to go like, look, I just need you to come in because we've got to once again, we've got to do something.
Yeah.
And We need the sheetrock guys to come in. We need the stucco guys. Fucking let's just go. It's a couple of things. So I don't know. It's crazy. And
that's through Ace, right?
the only positive that about Jason's is that literally in next week, the final windows, the final doors come, like so much freaking pops next week. So I'm gonna be like, dude, Jason's gonna get out. I know he's not gonna believe this. Jason's gonna get out in front of Springer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
because
we're
really
not gonna do his floors.
Right.
We're not gonna do his floors until the very end.
To the very end, yeah. And
Yep.
and the flooring that we are gonna do before cabinets is minimal. It's gonna take like a day.
How many houses do you guys have going right now?
5?
4.
Well,
With-
like McNeil makes 5, right?
No. McNeil makes 6.
Oh.
So the four are Springer, White, Luca, Rochelle, Pad on Beargrass, about to start Beargrass.
Gotcha. Kel, when you talk to the side of the mic, you kind of disappear. So you kind of gotta, you gotta point the diaphragm's like on the front. There you go. Yep, it's touching your eye.
Blink.
Let's see if we can hear you
I
blink.
hear it.
I can't hear it.
But yeah, we've just got, man, deals falling into place, man. It's crazy. Like I don't know, man. Matt saw the other day. How many proposals did I send out the other day?
It was like 3 or 4, maybe more.
Dude, it felt like 5.
Yeah, I couldn't keep
was just
up
like,
with it. I can
Pow, 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 pow. Just like, and then did you see the, man, I thought I forwarded it to you, but I don't know. Like I know that he keeps replying to you, but he said like he said something that I thought was one of the bigger compliments that we've ever gotten as a company trying to earn someone's business. Peter Hayden, have you been keeping up with that at all?
Was he the one who said that, just the detail and was he the one who mentioned that the detail and very thorough and that he like had to kind of circle back to like formulate questions? Was it that guy?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. He said this, because he sent a plan over and his words were, "I must admit I am really enjoying tinkering with this floor plan, and I think the way you have presented your ideas and proposals is refreshing, transparent, and just plain easy to follow."
Nice.
And I'm like, dude, that's the single greatest compliment that we could ever get.
Well, I mean, I think we had a good idea at the very beginning about how we wanted to do business, and it was going to be a lot more transparent than what the competition's doing.
That's the way to do it. So you think if you guys build 3 houses in basically like a 1 block radius, if somehow you're able to coordinate all 3 sort of at the same time, model home, Matt's home, and possibly like
for you
whatever,
guys,
like the spec home or the home for us.
Yes.
Like, is it easier to
Nick, say your
coordinate
family.
everything in 3 houses all at once? Or
Oh, it definitely helps to have like a little bit of leverage, definitely. Like and having the guy up the street to fix whatever working at that house.
yeah, it's quick.
Yeah, it helps. For sure. That plumber's there. I did a couple of like series of like a little bit higher scale than 3 houses, but like more like 7 or 8 at a time when my dad was like kind of running and gunning. And it was, I would like, cause I lived in that neighborhood. It's where Kelly's at. I lived in that neighborhood and I'd like walk out my front door and I'd have like, I had like 6 or 7 projects right there. And so it was like, if that plumber needed to do that at that house, it was just, it was fun.
It's easier to manage.
Yeah, for sure. Cause you could, if you needed something that their guy was there or what have you, and just trying to kind of do that. But that was a wild little time. I learned a lot for sure, trying to do like that kind of phasing and sequencing.
Yeah.
I think Kelly on all these houses, once I decide on the floor plan, I'm going to order the windows. Yeah, all right, here they're coming. They're gonna come.
Although it seems like it's perked up a bit because I was totally expecting the replacement white windows to be freaking in
2
August.
months.
And they're
Yeah, I'm gonna, but I think just to be on the safe side, once I know what's going on with the floor plan, I'm gonna just do the windows and then I'll change framing to meet the window and door schedule, not vice versa, because I don't really want to. The only thing I'm gonna be a little bit wild with is the front, and because it's gonna be storefront. I think we'll do storefront.
You'll have to check because from an energy efficiency standpoint, that might be tough now.
Really?
Yeah.
Chingao. Well, even the performance model with miles. Like it with the air tightness and shit.
The new minimum codes for like your solar heat gain coefficient are fucking like that. That's why Miles was like, there's 3 or like there. Okay, I say this. There's like 6 windows out at Vista Hermosa that we have to pull the glass out because they fucked up and ordered something that doesn't fucking qualify, that doesn't work anymore.
Wow. The code doesn't require like an argon, does it? It's just the
no. It's what is it called? It's your solar heat gain coefficient, and then the what's the other term?
U value, U factor,
U value. Yep, those have increased. The energy code, New Mexico has adopted the 2018 energy code, and so everything's just fucking amping up, and it can be problematic at times. But man,
it seems like you guys are pretty good at getting ahead of the game. I would imagine compared to some of the other builders, you guys are in a good spot. And,
well, I think performance-wise, Kel, I think, and to Nick's point, getting ahead of the game, I think that sheathing product for continuous insulation is a no-brainer one way or the other. I think what that's made me think about a lot is like on commercial projects. Now, like there is like at least with schools and talking to Ken, is it Gutierrez?
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart dude, architect, for V Hill and Associates. But there's like a commercial code mandate on the construction of schools to have continuous insulation. And what that means is that like, you don't just have insulation between stud cavities, you have some kind of cladding on the exterior of the building that is continuous, meaning that there's not like this bridging of, stucco outside, sheetrock inside, and then that that heat, what would you call that? Like that heat transfer is bridged, or thermal bridging.
Bridging.
Yeah, thermal bridging with the studs. If you can get like a foam or some kind of product to kind of break up that thermal bridging, you're in a lot better shape. So I think that product that Kelly found that was like the foam is something we should probably look at moving to, like regardless. I think as like a fringe benefit is it's going to give us a nice deeper window recess if we're on 2x6 construction, because it's going to push the wall out further, so the wall's going to be thicker, with the foam.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to look chunkier. It's going to look more high quality. When we were at Pareda Homes in Santa Fe, which is definitely something we're going to do this year. So Nick, we'll need to look at those dates because it's coming up in August. We'll all need to go up there. It's super fun and get ideas. But
Milwaukee won.
Oh really? The Bucks?
Yeah.
One of the builders was explaining to us that just like, one of the the things that looks like super quality is just the thickness of the walls. And if you can show the thickness of the walls with the windows, like the house does look like it's, real strong.
Yeah,
and
built to last.
Yeah, exactly. And it's true. Like, so if we can get a 2x6 construction with an inch of foam, and then maybe that's the place that we look at upgrading later, is like, do we go with a 2-inch or something with continuous if there was an upgrade to offer? I'm just thinking out loud, but like their continuous insulation is definitely a good thing, and we want to build an energy efficient home. And I think like between that, and then we were talking about like on like spec houses and stuff in the future, like, get them wired up for EVs, think about kind of the, like, what's the next step? Like, what's the next technological thing? And so having a house ready for electric vehicles with super energy efficient, pre-wired for solar might be a thing, that kind of shit. So.
Yeah. So like if you guys go to multifamily, you brought up electrical vehicles. electric vehicles. So if you guys do multifamily housing, how are you gonna accommodate electric vehicles?
Oh, I think at the beginning, all we would do is pipe for it. I think that like all we would have to do is just run conduit and then see. And then if we had a tenant who said, "Hey, we're gonna, we have a Tesla. What do we do?" Like I think we could start that conversation and kind of work through it.
I think the question would be, what would El Paso Electric do for us to help?
Oh, that's a good point. Because Kelly, could you elaborate? You went to a meeting with them, right? Can you elaborate on what that process was like, what they were talking about?
Well, it really is just a matter of kind of having that conversation with, hey, what tax benefits, what cost benefits, how do you help me offset the cost of figuring out how to pay for this charger, and put it out here and provide electricity? How are you helping me? Like, what's my incentive to do that? And we work with a group from that high performance home team. I don't know if they would technically be involved with what we do from a multifamily, but I do think that it would be cool to discuss it with them to see, like they're tied in. They're like,
well, and if at the very worst is to get ideas. Like I think that to Nick's point, like it wouldn't be nuts to run, whatever the required conduit was for charging stations and that kind of thing. I would imagine that if you paired like some kind of data with it, like a Cat 6 or something, there may be something in the future where you would like meter usage. And so having like a data along with that, even if it's capped off for a few years with the intent of like it's expandable, but having the power there. But ultimately EVs are cheap. They really are. Like Kevin Edgington did the math when I got my Tesla, and it was like something akin to like $5 worth of electricity for like 250 miles. It almost doesn't sound real. And like how do you like how would you really just say like maybe there's just an EV surcharge to a tenant, but they have their name on the spot and they get to plug it in all the time. And what if it's $100 a month or something like that? It's still cheaper than gas.
40 units. You spread it around and you just say, look, whoever gets here gets it, and it's for whoever.
Okay.
40 units.
Saying, Matt,
40 units pay $2. 40 units pay $2 a month.
Yeah. And then I mean that would be us doing what government does, in a microcosm.
Yeah. $5 a month, and then we make $3.
Yeah.
Are you only going to allow Teslas?
That's actually a good point. No, that's a good point, because the chart, dude, that's a problem that Tesla's going to run into is the what do you call that? The proprietary nature of their plug. That's a good question.
But I don't know. Every Tesla has a charger for an adapter for the.
Yeah, you can change it up.
We not to sound like a goddamn developer, but we do the fucking cheapest fucking charger that you can buy, and you put it out there. And then here's another deal. How do you make sure they don't fucking steal these things?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen some enclosures. I've seen some enclosures on our Tesla on Reddit that some developers have made, and they're kind of just like a shoebox. Imagine a shoebox standing up, and then it's just got a door that opens and closes, and then when it closes, it has a hasp with a padlock. Yeah. And so the tenants have, you buy a bunch of padlocks all keyed the same, and then the tenants with EVs just get a key to the padlock, and then they're good to go. Or
the cable is out of the box.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, nobody's gonna fuck with that. You die. Yeah,
open it if you can open it.
Well, and if you're stupid enough to go and fuck with the cable to vandalize it, you're gonna get hurt probably.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
# rest in peace catalytic converter.
Oh yeah, what's going on with that? Give us a little background on that. And nobody's. No, you haven't had a podcast since then.
I know, right? So much has happened.
Yeah. Our summer sabbatical turned into crime fest.
I'm at Starbucks and I'm getting some coffee in the morning, and I'm sitting there and this dude pulls up and he's like, it's one of those moments where like someone's looking at you like, like they're about to start a conversation. You're like, hey, and I was like, what's up? And he's like, your shit ain't attached. And I was like, fuck you, dude. Like, fuck, your shit ain't attached. in my head, but I was like,
Yeah.
excuse me? And he goes, your tailpipe's not connected to your muffler. And I was like, what? And he goes, yeah. He's like, yeah, they probably stole your catalytic converter. And then I got down under the truck, and the only positive is that you have the muffler for a Tundra, and then you have right after the muffler, you have a hanger, and then you go to the catalytic converter, and then it goes to another hanger, and then your pipe comes out at the end. And it's very distracting to just switch, just like get up and go. Get some sunflower seeds then. So the only positive thing is
So
that
you still have your muffler.
is that your muffler still sits on there like normal, and
So
you just
You
pull.
don't have to replace it.
You pull. You know what? You legally maybe I don't know, man. I don't understand.
In
I'm
a
not
place that did emissions, you would, but we
Oh,
don't do
absolutely.
emissions
Yeah,
here.
we don't do emissions here though. So.
Yeah. No, you I just went down there, and there's a little deal, and it's like the hangers are really cool. They got like rubber grommets, and you poke it in there, and I just ripped my tailpipe out, and it's sitting in the back of my bed, and
Dang.
I don't know.
Do you have two catalytic converters or just one?
Just one.
You just had one tailpipe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you gonna put a new
Well-
one in there or no?
Fuck that.
I think you should. Isn't there like
Why?
an environmental reason?
It's catalytic converter.
Cared about the polar bears.
Yeah.
A catalytic converter takes uncombusted, what's the word? Incompletely combusted exhaust gases. So when you burn something, you produce nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen monoxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, nitrogen monoxide are considered incomplete combusted byproducts. And then the catalytic converter takes those and through a catalytic reaction kind of completes the combustion so that you're not putting carbon monoxide, so that you're not putting some of the worst chemicals out into the air.
Well, and then the one that worries me is the NOx, right? Because like, isn't that what VW got in all that trouble for? Was the nitrogen monoxide? Was the nitrogen monoxide on the defeat device on their Jettas and all that type of shit?
Correct. So they
There's like a lot
they
of
were
evidence
lying.
though that
They were cheating. So like Nick said, if you lived in a state that had emissions testing, they were cheating the test.
yeah, and well, but doesn't nitrogen monoxide like cause birth defects and shit like that?
I have no idea.
Lots of things do.
Mhm.
Fucking maybe.
Well, I think that there's a really strong it's not, there's like a really strong case, I guess. I don't know. I saw there was a
don't know.
do you guys ever watch Dirty Money on Netflix? Did you ever watch that series?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, the first one was the Volkswagen controversy, and it was really interesting because like Kelly said, like in the states that they're like what do you call it, like that there were those restrictions and the emissions testing, like they had figured out a way, like the engineers knew how they tested it, like on a dyno, which is like a dyno is like a way to measure horsepower and shit, and it would like imagine like car treadmill. That's a good way. Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Yeah, I was gonna describe it in stupid detail. That's a nice way of putting it. Car treadmill, and you put the car on the treadmill, and then you run it, and then they would like put like all this shit on the tailpipe to see what it was like putting out. And for whatever reason, like it would use GPS or whatever information to know like it's not going anywhere and it's getting ran on this test, because there probably was even like a series of things that they had to do for the test to prep for it. So like the car knew whatever that was, and then it would run a different program and reduce the NOx fumes.
Yeah.
But then this
They
like
were smart about it.
yeah, they were totally smart about it. They're total like fucking assholes about it. And then the like there's this other dude doing a study, and he fucking figured like the technology got better for the test, so they figured out a way to just put it in a trunk. So all of a sudden they're driving it around, and they're like, "What the fuck? These numbers don't match at all. Like this car really sucks." Like with and the thing is like the humble engineer and scientists on that team were like, "Oh, dude, we fucked up. Our shit's all fucked up." Like they were nervous about like the way that they had built their equipment and like the way like they like you could tell it in like when they first did it, but then they ran it on other vehicles and they're like, actually this is it matches these other cars, so what the hell. And so they started honing in on Volkswagen and writing them letters like why is it giving us two sets of data, on the dyno or the car treadmill we're getting X, and then when we go and cruise it around with our shit we get Y, like what's going on. And it was just as flat out as like they were cheating the emission standards to get better gas mileage or diesel mileage, because it was a diesel engine, and diesels get a fuckload of NOx fumes for some reason. I don't know the carbon chain shit that Kelly does, but they're for whatever reason they put out, they're capable of putting out a lot more NOx fumes.
Well, hey, simple fact of the matter is, if someone wants to fucking sneak over here at night and hook a catalytic fucking converter up to my truck,
if you see a big bill at AutoZone,
the stage is yours, my friend. The stage is yours.
My favorite Dirty Money episode was about honeybees, and these guys take their honeybee farm or little pallets or whatever around to different farms to pollinate everything. But people will go in the middle of the night and they'll steal these honeybee farms, and then they'll sell them to another person. And so like it's like a black market for honeybees.
My favorite one was the fucking, I don't know if it was Dirty Money or not, but it was the maple syrup fucking thing.
I think that was that on Dirty Money? I think it was.
I feel
like it was.
Yeah.
Where they went in, someone went into the fucking Canadian maple syrup Fort Knox.
Yeah.
And took all the maple syrup out and put it in barrels with water that had water in them. And
because they rusted, right? That's how they caught it. They're like, why are they rusting? Like syrup wouldn't rust. Yeah.
And they're just like really multi-million dollars of fucking maple syrup was just gone. Wow. And dude, it's just funny that Canada like treat that shit's like, it's like OPEC. They're like they're just nope. These are the rules, man.
Well, we're gonna have a pancake party, but we are all elected that you'd buy the maple syrup.
When's this pancake party happening?
Next weekend. Can't be this weekend because I'm in Puerto Rico.
I can't be Sunday.
Ballin'.
Sunday, I'm helping Manny move into Kelly and
your
house.
You better hope he closes on it.
He said you hasn't closed yet?
No, we close next week.
He said he's moving in on Saturday or Sunday. So.
Kelly's
like
letting him move in. Kelly's letting him move in without it closing yet.
Probably because he's tired of him asking.
Yeah, probably. He's already redone the whole backyard. He already resodded it and everything.
Did he really?
Yeah.
This guy that's moving in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If he's already done that, he's buying the motherfucker. He ain't. Yeah.
I fucking close deals, baby. I fucking close deals.
Yeah, you got Tim a house.
Dude, Tim, I didn't do anything. I did you know what I did, Matt? The typical realtor thing. Nothing. I didn't do a fucking thing. And Tim was just like, hey, what do you think of this house? And I was like, that's kind of fucking cool. And he's like, put an offer in. And I was like, okay, cool. We'll go full asking. He goes, 5,000 over. I was like, I don't even fucking know what to do, man. I'm done. I got you. As soon as I went down and wrote a check today, I was like, this is how. Oh, man. Okay. Do you think any realtors follow us? Maybe a couple. Yeah. All right. This is how you know. Okay. I profess to be the best in Las Cruces. But I went into Dan and I was like, can I write a earnest deposit check for one of my customers? He's not in town, and I know zero rules.
What's funny is Kelly's never even met Tim. No, like Tim goes, Matt, He goes, Matt, I'm buying a house in Cruces. I need a realtor. I'm coming back. And I was like, oh yeah, I know who to do it. Boom, this guy. And then he just texts me back, group text, please. And then after that, he bought a house.
Dude, it was literally he was like, what do you think of this place? And it was in the historical district. And I was like, dude, it's kind of cool, but it has been sitting for like 270 fucking days after
was it that $200,000 house or whatever?
Yes.
Like part of it was built in 1896 or something.
Yes.
It was a super cool house.
Super. Well, isn't it a duplex? Isn't there a little rental too?
Yeah. There's like
Yes.
a little outbuilding or something.
Yeah, dude. It's been sitting for a long time though, Nick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I saw that one.
that's fucking boo, 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 red flags.
Mhm. Yeah. That's
But
cool.
yeah, Kelly was the closer on that one.
Guess who fucking text right then and there? That
Oh,
camera
he's
Yeah, that was
watching us live.
Who is that?
Tim Hand.
Tim, yeah.
Watching this live.
Tim is such a great dude. Actually, speaking of Picacho Hills, he was my tennis coach over there at Picacho Hills. I have a funny story because of Tim Hand's coaching. You remember Dax, Kel? I might bore you telling the story because when I was a freshman in college, me and Dax were roommates, and Dax, we were both in marching band and shit, and like we did that whole thing. And at one point, Dax was like, I don't know who was teaching him to play tennis or if he was playing with his friends or whatever. And he thought he was getting good, so he's like, hey, let's go play tennis. He didn't know that I had like 2 years of Tim Hand teaching me when I was in middle school.
Uh-huh.
And I hadn't played tennis for shit since, like at all. Like I hadn't played except for those, 2 years kind of playing, like learning, doing all the shit. And I go and Dax is like, all right, we're going to play. And he's like, all right, let's do a warm up. And he, bounce, toss it over the net and stuff. And I'm like, I start picking up the ball and doing that a couple of times, picking it up and just kind of practicing some serves. He goes, all right, well, let's play an actual game. And I fucking smoked his ass. And he was like totally baffled. I mean, like, 2 out of 3, it was bad. It was absolutely bad, but it was all because of Tim Hand's tennis teachings as a kid. I wasn't good. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not good at tennis, but like the little strategy things, you chip it back, you approach the net, you try to do little, like chop shots to make it roll back on them, like that kind of thing. And, not, nothing crazy, but just some of the fun shit that I learned when he was teaching me tennis.
Right.
And it was pretty funny to just think about, like, strategy is such a big thing in sports, right? And like, if you really know how to play to win, it's a little different than if, somebody, is going through the motions of just hitting the ball or what have you. Like I'm gonna chop it over, serve it up, and then just fucking when it's time to be like, Yep, 15, 30, 30.
30 love.
Yeah.
I always find it interesting how the different sports have different names for their scoring systems.
Why tennis is the dumbest one though, for sure.
Tennis is pretty dumb.
It might be the dumbest scoring of any sport.
They definitely made up shit as they went. They're just this is what this means.
Football makes the most sense because it's almost like a ratio of.
Hold on. No.
You don't think so?
No way.
I think it does.
Baseball.
Yeah.
One person crosses the plate.
One run.
One run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, football, you got too many random scores.
Soccer.
Soccer's, yeah.
You get into the net.
But I feel like with football,
Soccer.
like even with as wild as the scoring is, like it has like a ratio to do with how difficult the act is. But it is arbitrary for sure. It is, to that point, it is arbitrary.
7 or 6 because you didn't kick it. But here's what's funny is if you kick it from the exact same spot,
I can hear. I got to.
Or you've scored, it's 3 points.
Yeah.
Exact same spot. If you literally kick the ball from exactly where you have to kick it from after you score a touchdown, it's 3 points. But after a touchdown, it's only 1 point.
Mm-hmm. Or you can forego the 1 point and try to get 2
Matt
points.
didn't put that weird It looks like a photo
Star
from
Trek?
like Star Trek.
Has to be Star Trek, right? It's the bridge. Maybe is it the bridge in the USS Enterprise? I don't know. No say.
All right.
You want to talk some stocks, Kel?
Yeah.
What-
Have
what's
have you
going-
guys been fiddle dicking? Or speaking of fiddle dicking, have you guys been fiddle dicking around at all with anything?
No, not at all.
A little bit.
No, I've actually I've had a few trades. And here's a conclusion that I came to that I want each and everyone's opinion on, because I think it's easy to when I look at my portfolio right now, okay, and I go to my compact view, which really tells me what I bought the stock for and where it's at right now.
Mhm.
I own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stocks in my portfolio right now. Motherfucker.
I'm right here, dude.
Are you Jordy LaForge? 9 of them I have lost money on. 9 of the 10. But where I'm trying to unwrap my mind, where I'm trying to sit there and go, wait. Stop focusing on where you bought it. Because there are opportunities, even though I've lost a couple of trades that I've made in the last few days. So first thing I did is I bought Wish at $13.17 a share. 100 shares of Wish. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? So tell everybody what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
let me bring it up. So from what I understand, I'll discuss.
Have
Wish.
you made any money on that one?
Yeah. Well, that's the point that I'm going to make is news. So literally today, Virgin Galactic joins Clover Health, AMC, Wish, AMD among top Wall Street bet interests. So
Wow.
this is what is this? Contact Logic?
Virgin Galactic?
Yeah, at the top of my if you go to what is this? What platform are we on, Matt? Ameritrade.
Yeah. Ameritrade.
So if you go to Ameritrade, it pops up. So Wish is it tech? Is it what it? I don't even know what it is.
Wish?
Someone the other day was talking about it.
Are they the people that sell you like those cheap ass things from China?
No.
What
do we got here?
Well, I wish it was that.
I know
Mobile. Oh yeah. Yes. Mobile e-commerce platform, Context Logic Inc., NASDAQ Wish, has said that its chief financial officer has resigned. That's got to be good.
I saw that, and someone was like,
The only thing worse is committed suicide.
No, I bought this Chesapeake Energy stock like 5 years ago, and the CEO was like a shady dude, and he was running the company into the ground. And so I bought it dirt cheap, and then he was getting investigated, so he decided to commit suicide. He ran his vehicle into the side of like a brick wall or something and killed himself, and the stock jumped up like say
How much?
So
like,
it
it jumped
popped
up
and it popped up.
a ton.
Shit ton.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys know my trading background, and I saw something on Twitter from a guy, Nathan Marchand, who I really like, and I was like, dude, he's like, man, Wish is pretty interesting right now. So I bought 100 shares at 13. Okay. And then in 6 days, I sold 100 shares for $14.85, and that's the point that I was going to make. Is that in between there, I also sold my 200 shares of Clover I've got no clove anymore.
Okay.
But I sold it for $14.25. Okay.
Okay.
So if I bought those 200 shares back, I'd get them for $12.30. So there's, to me, what you have to remember is you've got occasionally you have to stop thinking about what you bought it at, and you have to go, listen, there's opportunities between now and 2 or 3 or 4 days to fucking buy, sell, and to fucking ride these little highs.
Right.
And because if you sit there and go like, oh, I'm gonna wait for it to come all the way back, you're missing opportunities every minute.
For sure.
So
I think that was a big breakthrough that I had the other day. And I sold. I mean, don't get me wrong, is making in 6 days $175 on a stock? Oh my God. No.
Well,
but here's
percentage wise, that's a 10% gain almost in the course of a week. That's pretty damn good. Like if that was what you did every week, that's nuts, you know?
Well, and that's the point is, so I sold Wish at $14.85. What is Wish at right now?
I don't know.
I wish I knew.
So this is what I
21. I should totally come back and buy at $12 to then try to, to sit there and try to ride that similar thing.
Yeah, Kelly, I'll tell you right now, that mic even sounds better with it being on the stand, because you don't end up hearing the desk, the interaction of the desk, and you have the proximity. So it just sounds, because it's like right there in front of your face. So you get like that full vocal, deep sound.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Deep throat.
Clove is, what's Clove at right now, E?
I don't know.
Fucking useless. God damn. 12:30. 12:30.
Fucking blah 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 shit.
So, but and I sold it at $14.25. I sold Marathon at $14.19. Marathon is at $14.17.
Eric's losing his shit right now.
Just take it. Edible? Speaking of, if anyone has any edibles, I would like some.
So you guys have seen that I keep posting. So this is stock related, because I do want to talk about stock again, but it's related because Tesla, right? So Plaid. What do you think about the Plaid performance numbers and how like that fucking car is so sick?
Doesn't matter.
Put them back on the fucking map. It's the fastest production car ever made, and it's a hype stock.
I heard it takes like 15 minutes to get to the point where you can actually utilize that crazy insane mode.
Oh, I bet you all kinds of shit has to happen
what do you guys
get
think
it to launch
about,
like that.
Okay, we're jumping around a little too much, because I wanted to ask you, because this was where I had the screen share.
I'm gonna get some bourbon. I'll be right back.
Did I share sound? Nope.
Email.
Let's see here. Share.
Take what I say with a grain of salt. Let's get into the video. So today, video update on ticker symbol AMC here. I apologize that I was not on this live stream earlier this morning. I was getting some muscle spasms in my left pec, and I was sitting down in my chair. I was like, what the? I'd like try to type something up. I'd be like, so I didn't want to scare anybody. I'm all right. It was just weird. Probably just my body reacting to the arc reactor that's in me. New Downey Jr., man. I'll tell you that right now. But we're going to go over Ortex data. I want to show you the short interest that is currently sitting on AMC stock. I want to talk about the short volume percentage. I want to talk about Stocko Tracker, which shows you the call options that are in the money, as well as about how many available shares there are to borrow. Finish it off with the technical analysis. I never bullshit anybody, right? I'll tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you how the chart setup looks, whether it's bullish, whether it's bearish. I'm going to give you every single scenario, and we're going to give that to you here today. So without further ado, baby, let's get into the video. So we're going to start off here with Ortex. And before we get into this, actually, I want to say, a lot of people told me to rest up. I'll have you know, I took a long nap today. I napped for like 4 hours, which is something I never, ever get to do. So we're resting up. I promise you. But what we got here on Ortex is that the current short interest is about 18.09% of the free float, short interest of free float. So it has gone down just a little bit again today, down about 0.65%. which leads you to about 92.52 million. This is, about 85% of the exchange reported data, and it only gives you the reported data, right? So keep that in the back of your mind. It is only giving you a part of the picture. It's not the whole picture. It does not take into consideration naked short selling. They have a feature for fair to delivers now, right? But this is still, that's a piece of short interest. You've got long positions that can be marked as short positions. You've got this high frequency trading. There's a large facet of pieces that contribute to AMC stock, right? All we know is that the trend is down just slightly in terms of short interest. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Stocks don't just go up forever. They do this, right? They do the up, the down, the up, the down, the up, the down.
Huh.
You ever wondered what actors and actresses do when they have to get into a movie?
The overall trend that matters. Don't let anyone dictate your overall sentiment towards a stock if you're playing, a position like this, or you can't let yourself get into that sort of hole. This is the second straight day where you have had the short interest go down just a little bit. Short interest percentage of free float was at 19.18. The day before it was 18.2. Now it's at about 18.09. So down just a little bit, down about 1% in the last 2 days. Nothing to be concerned with, right? That's a difference of 7.5-ish million shares total compared to where it was before. So we're sitting at about the same as we were previously. To the short sale volume percentage, and this is where you should be clapping your freaking hands because we've been saying it. Here it is, right? Second straight day in a row with 58% short volume percentage. This was yesterday, which is June 30th. 58% of the overall market volume was shorted volume. This doesn't mean that every single short share going into the market was held, but it does indicate that there are a lot of bears out there that are trying to piss pound this thing down into the shadow realm, right? And, today we had a little bit of a red day. We were down about 4.34%. Is that something we're stressing over? Absolutely not, right? 4.34% is not something that's going to make or break the stock. In the short term, it just paints a different picture, right? So this shows you that the shorts are really heavily attacking the stock. They're trying to drag this thing back down. They're trying to, come out some sort of profitably on their positions. And you can see that, right? This is just another facet that's showing alongside the short interest going up the previous, 2 trading weeks or so, that we're trending in the right direction, raising that overall ceiling.
If you go back,
how high
go back a little bit.
Oh,
Do you see that wedge?
I feel like I can't collect my thoughts. I don't know. Maybe it's that nap grind. Another drag this thing back down. They're trying to trading weeks or so, that we're trending in the right direction. Collect my thoughts. I don't know. Maybe it's
like
that
clap and then
shares available to borrow. This is about what the consensus has been for quite a while. You're kind of in this. So this shows you that the shorts are really
that, right, Matt?
Yep, that. Look at
the duck bill.
Yep, and that wedge. He's showing the wedge.
That's what I was calling a duck bill.
Yeah. That shape is like an explosion, either up or down.
Yeah.
That shape.
No, I don't know.
Heavily attacking the stock. They're trying to drag.
Very interested. It's the first time I've ever watched him, but he's kind of.
You have $100. Guess what? You can buy $100 of AMC. You can almost buy 2 shares of AMC right now. You want to go short? Let's say $100 of AMC. Depending on the brokerage, you actually have to have more collateral in your account in order to buy or to go short that $100 of AMC. Some brokerages, it's 2-to-1, right? You can only play half of your account value shorted into the market. So you'd have to have $200. Some it's 4-to-1, right? Some you need $400 to go short $100 into the market. It just depends. But think about how much leverage that gives a long position in AMC stock. It's huge. That's a big difference, right? So these big firms, right, they have a lot of money, but they have to be careful about how much of their actual liquidity and actual portfolio they're shorting into the market, because if things go south, guess what? They might have to owe money. That's the thing about a short position. You can have infinite losses. And we know that the losses on AMC have been pretty freaking gnarly. So with that being said, let's just get into the technical analysis. This is the part that obviously it isn't fun to talk about because it was a red day. It was not about 4.34%. Am I stressing? Absolutely not, right? I've said this. Literally, it was yesterday's video. I said, regardless if it goes up 5%, down 5%, up $5, down $5, whatever it may be, right? You have to look at AMC stock not as a day trader, not as a swing trader, not sweating over, holy shit, this one day is going to make or break me, because that's not the picture here, right? This stock is not going to be made or broke in a single day. It's made or broke in a 6-month period of time, a 1-month period of time, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, right? It's been a long time that AMC's been ripping like this. So today, in the grand scheme of things, is this going to matter, right? Absolutely not. If you bought at $77, right, you watched this rip up to $77 and it dropped down to $37 the next day, think about that, man. How did you feel with that? that was much more emotionally challenging than it is right now. The only thing that's getting, AMC stock to mentally challenge some people is attrition, right? Who's going to win this game of chicken? Is it going to be the long people, the apes? Is it going to be the short position? I like to think it's going to be the apes. Obviously, I'm betting on the apes, right? But this is a game of attrition, right? Don't let anyone dictate your overall sentiment or position in the stock, right? Make your own financial decisions, your own financial responsibility, right? But just make sure you're looking at the trade that way, right? That's absolutely what you need to do if you're trying to play this for a squeeze. So, with that being said, we did have a slight downbreak out of this overall bull flag formation on the 1 hour candles. Does this mean that it's going to have a hard breakdown with absolute certainty? No. But what it does mean is that this break, unless it bounces up hard, right, could retest this Fibonacci retracement zone. I don't bullshit people, right? That's a bearish thing to see in the very short term, right? In the very short term, if you have a break underneath a bull flag that's spanned out 3 weeks like that, and the next following 1-2 days, you could see a small pullback, right? That's something that you have to be ready for. So I'm going to give you both scenarios that I think are possible here with AMC stock. I drew this up before, right? Because I anticipated this was a possibility. We have to be ready for everything, right? We're not here just to dream about, this going up every day. It's just not going to do that. That's not the stock market. Things are going to go down. So if it's to go down, it doesn't bounce off of this $52 level like it has previously back here, right about 52. Choked on my spit. The $52 level, right? What's going to happen? Fibonacci retracement zone. It's going to pop down to, in my personal opinion, somewhere between $45 and about 51 bucks. And that's a wide range, right? But it's because that's based on previous trends. You get a range. I can't time that down to a penny. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a magician. This is just based on previous trends, right? So that's the level that I'd be watching for. If it does not bounce immediately up after, let's say the pre-market tomorrow, the regular market hours up from 52 bucks to, let's say, 55, 56, 57. That's what you got to watch for. It's a discount opportunity, right? It's a discount opportunity because the squeeze is still on the table. Ask yourself this. Have the shorts covered their positions? No. So, positions, has the stock gotten all of its squeeze? No. It's that freaking simple. It really is. So, just be ready for that. That's a bearish, short-term bearish thing that could end up happening. The positive, and if this ends up playing out, is if it bounces off of this $52 level, where it did dip below this overall huge, large-scale bull flag, back up to that $55, $56 range. That's what you're looking for the bull case. Are you?
So are you long on AMC? Is that what you're getting at, Kel? That you think that there's enough short position to?
No, here's what I'm interested in is I kind of in that bearish. I feel like I want to go and put an offer in for like $42, $44 tomorrow to see if I can jump into AMC. I think it's going to dip. I think there's a dip coming, and I'd like to get in. I am bearish long term, but I just feel like there's an opportunity to get in tomorrow and just be like, dude, I'm going to see if I can't buy 50 shares at 44 bucks.
Of AMC.
That's fine. Yeah. That's a couple $1,000, right? $2,000.
You mostly, yeah, that's fair enough. I haven't even looked in there. What are you guys saying? Why are we still watching this? Dude, fucking do you not think that fucking goddamn weed pen got him. Weed pen got him. Yeah, so what I was gonna do is just go in AMC trade buy.
Tomorrow it's going to 100,000.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Shares.
I can't believe I sold mine just at like a dollar more. I was just happy to get out of it.
Yeah.
What did
Bro,
you
I
buy
lost
in at?
so much money
Like
on AMC back then. I lost so much money on AMC because I was like, fuck this stupid meme stock.
I only had like
Good.
10.
I was doing good market-based trades. I was doing math and shit. I was doing good shit. And then I started playing meme stocks.
Like 10 shares at 15 bucks. And once they hit like 16, I was like, I'm out. I'm good.
I think I had like 10 grand worth of it at one point.
Oh, geez, that's
Wow.
ridiculous. I don't have big bank.
Neither do I. I just fucking do stupid shit. when we the way that my account got to where it was because of Nick. because we did sober October, and Nick was beating the brakes off of everybody. And I think I had like $10,000 in my account at that time. But Nick, every fucking day I would check that shit, and Nick would kick everybody's ass because of Tesla. So I just put all my real money in it. I took everything. All I owned in my portfolio was Tesla, and then I just watched that shit go.
Yeah, I put an order in to buy it $46, 50
Nice.
shares. But I mean, I think it could be interesting. But I think the point is, what I'm saying is that like there's reading those charts is like it's a real deal.
That's
Like you have
Yeah.
to be able to look at it. Now, I can't keep up with half of what this dude's fucking saying, but
He's tough.
Once
He's sort of
again-
tough to listen to.
he goes really fast.
Yeah.
So do
fast cars and strippers. Allegedly.
but
Look at this
Yeah.
dog. Look at how
once
handsome.
again,
He's so handsome.
Together, Matt, or separate?
What?
I bought
Or separate.
I mean, it's
separate?
once again, I think the key point that I'm trying to make is don't be afraid to take small gains, because gains aren't real until you actually actualize them.
For sure.
Until you have to sell. So you could be up. It's like I remember playing poker and being like, dude, I was up $5 fucking grand, and they're like, oh fuck, you won $5 grand. I was like,
Not even close. Yeah.
no, I kept playing, dude, and I walked away with 1,100. Oh no shit, you won 1,100? No, I bought in for 1,000. I won $100, and they're like, you
Yeah.
were up fucking $4,000? Like, yes, and you didn't fucking change anything or do anything? It's like, nope. So like, I think that's the key thing is, I bought Marathon in March for 1165. And then I was finally at a point where I was just like, you know what? I sold it for 14.19. So I bought it at, what is that at? Where's it at? 23.30. And then I sold it for, I made $1,000 on Marathon since March.
That's great.
But that's what I'm saying is you can buy and sell with the idea, like, even if you're like, dude, I think this stock's going to go down even further, sell now.
Well, and then the other thing
Get back
too,
in at a lower price point.
the only other thing that I would want to mention is that, like, I think that everybody should understand what shorting, puts, and calls are, because in the same way that you have an idea of when things are going up, sometimes if you have the idea that something is going to go down, you should be able to you should know the financial mechanism to take advantage of that aforethought, that economic aforethought, because I was astonished when I had a couple of good ideas as far as things going down to utilize shorting and puts. And in the same way,
Yeah, I'm still not on. You can't. I won't do that. I can't. That to me feels still like more gambling than anything. Like literally being like betting red or black.
Well, the thing is with those, I mean, and you can short a stock if you know like the mechanism to prevent the. You have to really pay attention though. So like, if say for instance you knew or you had a really, really strong feeling about something being profitable on the way down, and you wanted to play it kind of conservative, you could short it, but you could also cover your short with a call with options, assuming that the stock, like, you would be willing to buy it in 100 share increments and actually do what stockbrokers do, or what like hedge funds do, is say, I know, like, I'm going to use financial instruments to sell a stock I don't own, but with a contract to be able to purchase them at a certain price by a certain date to cover your top end of your, basically to limit your losses on a short. And that's one of those things.
But didn't you also in the same time limit your game?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, well, there's a threshold on it because it's the option contract. The option contract is the threshold.
I know, but that feels so much like buying insurance in blackjack, where it's just like, hey, do you think you're going to lose? Put money here if you think you're going to lose. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
for
like,
sure.
wait, hold on. How did you win? So it is. The biggest issue that I have with options trading is you never actually own the stock.
Right.
Whereas with ours, when we fucking
Go
eat
long.
shit,
Go long. Yeah.
you're just like, oh, I own 100 fucking shares of this shitty fucking stock that I bought at the wrong time.
Right.
And occasionally, if like with Clove, if I would have paid attention when it fucking spiked,
Yeah.
I would have sold it all and been like, dude, I got. But I was just like, dude, we're going to the moon. And then the next day, everyone was like, no, dude, we're not going to the moon. We're going to fucking Puerto Rico. And then we sold it and we're fucking out.
Definitely
But-
Puerto Rico.
You know,
You know,
who's
I sort of like-
super involved in all this, Eric.
I buy into that strategy a bit, Kelso, as far as like, I mean, you can easily get greedy in any situation, and it usually doesn't pay off for you when you're greedy. And so if you have that mindset of, take the small victories, take
just
bite-sized
like I said,
pieces.
I've lost on this when I had lost $1,000 on whatever. So I like the stock that I bought, I was down $1,000, but I sold it at a price that I felt like was a little spike, and then bought back in at $230 less.
Yeah,
So I feel like I decreased my loss from $1,000 to $770. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was less. And
it's like a slightly elongated day trading version of day trading.
You can fucking bit and piece your way back into the game. Is understand that, like, it's about the moment. And if you're just like, dude, I think this stock right now, even though I've lost $1,000, is at a little bit of a boom, unload, let it drop, buy back in, and then I feel like you have actualized a minor, what I would refer to as a regain, maybe. Like, I don't know what the word would be.
Yeah.
But like, does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, and with right now, I mean, like the things are moving in the market kind of funny, but I think overall economic output's going to be really, really good. I think what's kind of interesting, just overall, I saw this article and it made me think of you guys, because we were kind of talking about like minimum wage and some microeconomic type stuff. And I saw this article on WSJ that was like, there's like a $1,600 signing bonus at some Burger King. Like if you sign on for a job at a Burger King, I don't remember the place where it's at. My mom's here. But like there was a $1,600 signing bonus. What do you guys think about that?
Where's the play? Like what location? Do you remember what location?
Yeah, I'll find it right now. Hold on.
Okay. Because I think that has a lot of bearing on it. Because if it's like a $1,600 signing bonus in San Francisco, it doesn't really mean anything. But if it's a $1,600 signing bonus in maybe Hobbs, then maybe it's a little more important.
Right.
Because I think, that weird dynamic of where you live and the cost of living is huge, has a huge impact. Because some of those fast food restaurants in the Bay Area have to pay a minimum wage of like $20 an hour, $18 an hour or something. And it's sort of unheard of in other areas of the country.
Sure. Just because, the cost of living over there is
I mean, it's just insane. And so $1,600 sounds nice, but that might get them like a half a month of rent or something.
Yeah. Well, and once again, I think it's just what I would say is a revelation that I had, that sometimes I get too caught up on what I bought the stock at and being like, I need it to come back to where I was. And that's not the case, because what you need to do is figure out, after you've taken whatever loss, how to buy, sell along the way back and ride these micro little bumps back up to being at a break-even state.
Well, And not only a break-even state, if you continue in that mindset, or if you start off in that mindset, you're actually moving forward in a positive state. You're not trying to constantly scramble
It's not
back
about
up.
getting back to zero. It's about taking advantage of whatever opportunities are right in front of your face.
This is
For
kind
sure.
of like my exact thought for Dogecoin. Is I think you could nickel and dime your way up into making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
You could
for sure.
You could day trade Dogecoin, and it drops down like, nickel.
What's
You
it
buy-
at right now?
I think you could do that
25 cents or something.
easily with Dogecoin.
Yeah, I would think so. Because like a couple weeks ago, it was down to like 18 cents or something.
Yeah.
And
So-
then it shot up to like 30 cents when Elon tweets about it. And then it drops back down 5 cents.
I think it could be done.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
I think
and
you
that's the
focus
point.
on
Where,
that, you
hey
could make
Matt,
some
where's I don't know what's going on. What's the article?
money. He's trying to figure out where that signing bonus was for.
Yeah, no, but where?
I don't know. I see New Mexico mentioned in the article for pool cleaners,
Uh-oh.
$1,000 hiring
Iowa,
bonus.
Missouri, Vermont, Wyoming, and Arkansas.
Alabama, Arkansas. I sure love my
I do love my
Pa.
mom, pa.
Have you guys watched Loki?
No, not yet.
Disney Plus.
Oh,
I don't know how to work that Fire Stick either. I need a
hold on, E. Watch this.
You haven't been watching any Slovakian TV?
I don't know how to get to any of that shit. I'm just like, I'm lost. So
Okay, I'll send you a picture tomorrow,
okay,
screen by screen.
all right.
It's like three. I think it's like 3 steps, maybe.
Oh, okay.
All right. The big O's or zeros.
The big O's are zeros.
So if you don't have Disney Plus,
Oh, okay.
you
Gotcha.
might now.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it.
Oh, dude, the last episode of Loki is the best episode of any Marvel TV show ever.
Oh wow.
So good.
That's pretty high praise.
Yeah. You guys know that I'm a big Marvel guy. I love all the Marvel shit.
Yeah.
So
Sweet. I think there's a certain Verizon plan, it's actually cheaper. It's like an all-inclusive Verizon plan. It's relatively cheap, but I think you get free.
it's only for a year.
All right. So you get Disney Plus, and you get ESPN Plus too.
I think only for a year.
For a year.
Yep.
Bummer.
But this is
So
dude, this thing's my bespoke post.
Was that your latest box?
Guess what I'm getting next month?
You get one per month?
Yeah.
You get one per month?
I'm getting an actual axe.
Like a lumberjack?
You need a
like a little lumberjack. Dude, but
Hatchet.
nonetheless, dude, hey, FY, this thing is so goddamn sharp. But the thing that's the most impressive to me
next to the pool table place that opened up.
Oh.
Crucis, yeah, Crucis axes or something.
Sure.
What's it called?
I don't know. I thought there was
Hey, those
one
are
over
rookie
there
numbers,
by,
man.
Wasn't there one over there by Lorenzo's?
The what?
An axe throwing place?
Is there really?
I thought there was, but
Oh,
Why
wow.
did fucking Matt put us on the tiniest screen and then leave?
Sorry, guys. My mom got here.
No, I know, but you just don't put us on the.
I know. I'm sorry.
What state
I didn't-
is the fucking Burger King $1,600 bonus in?
Oh shit. Well, now I have to put you back on the screen.
No. Just look it up yourself. Totally look it up. I didn't know you wanted us to look it up.
Okay. A nearly.
Thought it was
Okay,
I thought it was
ZipRecruiter.
your jam. It was your question. You're like, hey, what do you think? And then you're like, here, look, I'm gonna put this up. You can't move it. You can't look. You can't do anything.
Dude, okay, Iowa, Missouri, Vermont, Wyoming, and Arkansas.
Yeah, I already said that.
Oh, really? Sorry, my mom got here. She's having a bad day.
There's there you go. Yeah, give her some of that.
Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all
I
right.
mean, I just don't. I mean, if it's a high school student or something getting $1,600, I could see they would like that. I mean, how long do you have to work for Burger
what's
King
the
for?
contract period for? It's got to be like for a year or something.
Yeah, so you're getting paid minimum wage in Iowa. That's I don't know if that's worth the $1,600.
I don't think it hurts anything though.
No.
Although I would need to see how it is actualized. How do you actually get it?
Yeah.
Because I think you're right. It has to be work here for fucking 3 months and you get a check.
Check this out on this same WSJ article. The $1,000 hiring bonus is advertised on jobs listed for apartment complex ground creepers in Texas, movers in Florida, cabinet makers in Georgia, housekeepers in Wisconsin, and pool cleaners in New Mexico. Off that article. Pool cleaners, how $1,000 hiring bonus. High school kids, get going. Start cleaning pools. Smash
sure.
Yeah, it'd be a good summer job.
Yeah.
I mean, so could you just work the summer and still realize the $1,000 though?
I don't know.
Give me $1,000, I will start a pool cleaning company. I can hire one kid.
Yeah.
For $1,000.
Man.
Pools. I'm excited for my pool. I'm really excited.
Oh,
And it's going to be the majority of my yard too, which is what's great. It's going to be a house in a lake.
You better. Speaking of pool cleaners, all you need to do is figure out who the fuck's gonna take care of your pool.
Well, yeah, and then get the little rotary things on the bottom.
No,
Yeah, the little robot cleaner.
You need more than that. Like, you need a company.
Oh, I'm gonna get both. I'm gonna have a service for sure, but I'm gonna get the heads too that do the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just letting you know that's not 1/10 of the battle.
Just throw a Roomba in there.
Are you? Oh, because you've had a pool. Is it that much of a pain in the ass?
Oh, you try to do it by yourself, and it's just like you walk out the net. And what's crazy is it's literally one day to the other, and you're just like, you walk out and you're like, oh, it's fucking green. And then you have to go buy this perchloric acid shit, and you're just pouring fucking bottles of it. I'm telling you.
I grew up. I grew up with one,
and wait to have my pool, and I can't wait to pay someone to take care of it.
Yeah, I used to. I grew up with pools, and like, thankfully my parents were pretty like tough, and like that was kind of like a chore of mine, as I'd have to do that stuff. Like my dad would say, shock the pool, or check the chemicals on the pool. So I had to do that. And then I'd have to bring the sample back, and we'd have to figure out what the pH balance was, or if it needed more chlorine, less chlorine, all that type of shit.
Balance for a man, soft enough for a woman.
Yeah. He was for a while there. I do remember a period where like my pops did fucking, make me hustle for some shit like that. Like look at the test kit, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of cool. But pools are work though. I remember going to a CES. CES is like a contracting thing for state work, and it was like a selection committee, and there was 2 facility managers from like Carlsbad or whatever, and they were like, "Hey, do you guys have pools in Cruces?" And I was like, "No, we don't manage a pool." He goes, "Do not ever let them build you a pool, because that is the worst. Like that is going to suck up so much of your time dealing with the damn pool." And I was like, "Oh, okay, noted." And thank God nobody's brought up building the pool, but yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of maintenance for sure. A lot of maintenance, yeah.
What do you guys sip?
I
have a cool one.
I have sipped on, I believe yours.
Oh, did you?
It's an Old Forester of something, but
It's a cool one.
yeah. I've had Buffalo Trace. I've had old Tub.
Ooh, Old Tub, unfiltered.
Old Tub and Buffalo Trace. Those are mine.
Do you have the bottle of the old? Have you had the Old Tub on here before?
I don't remember.
I want to say yes. Man, I want to say yes. I want to say that. I want to say that you've had it on there before.
Probably
That's a
when
good one.
my first, because this was one of the Juanito's liquor store buys. So
Okay.
I probably had
Maybe not. Here's this one. I hadn't seen this one before, and I bought it the other night.
1910. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So out at yep, out at Elephant Ranch. It was up there. It's expensive. It was $60.
Yeah, it's a pricey
But
one.
you know how I feel about spending money out there with Dylan and those guys, man. I'm all about supporting them. So saw it, bought it, cracked it open tonight. Have done a good job of not going typical fucking Kelso on this. So
Well, you've enjoyed it though. That's a good amount. That's a good amount. That's a couple. That's a 2, 3.
oh well, and I still it's all in here too.
Me too.
I have a 1897, and I think there's 2 other years that they have available.
This says Old Fine Whiskey, which I feel like is talking to me. In 1910, Owsley Brown crafted his own personal stock of Old Forester Old Fine Whiskey at 117 West Main Street in Louisville's Whiskey Row. Our Old Forester 1910 Old Fine Whiskey is barrel finished using Brown's exact process. 93 proof.
Wow.
Not bad.
Man, you know who fucking... Dude, Old Forester has... Like... They have to have more bottles than anyone?
They got a lot. And plus they got the Jack Daniels Empire too. So
Oh, okay. Hey, Nick, so walk us through what's going on with that bottle of Pappy.
Oh, I've just been instructed to try to sell it somehow. So this guy, he moved out of his apartment. That was the same guy that I had to help him move his gun safe down the damn stairs.
Okay. Don't ever. Hey, listen. Rule
No.
number one. Rule number one: don't ever help anyone fucking move. Rule number 2: if you have a gun safe, I am dead to you. I am dead to you.
Dude, when I was looking at buying one for my house, and the guy goes, like, I love damn ammo. There's this really big black guy that works there, and he is like kind of always annoyed. I love him so much. He's always kind of annoyed, and he's super smart. He knows everything about guns. It's awesome. But I was looking like, hey, do you guys sell safes? Like, I have all these guns. Well, I may allegedly, and I might have stuff that I might like lock up. Maybe a gun safe would work for the stuff I want to lock up. And he was like, the first fucking thing he says, when are you moving next? And I was like, what? And he goes, when are you going to move next? And I said, I don't know, probably, hopefully in the next year or so. He goes, buy a gun safe and put it in that place. And I was like, what? He goes, it is crazy. Because he started saying, you're not like any of the shit that we sell. Like he was pointing out, like, he goes, we're going to order this for you. Dude, you're like, there's a reason like why it's, a $1,500 expense, because you ain't getting shit out of there. And if you want to get it out of the place to go and do work on it to get what's out of it, dude, you're going to need a crew. You're going to need a goddamn crew, and they have no idea what's in it. Like, that's one of the best things about them. So yeah, safes are cool, man. But what's wild is, geez Louise, like the amount of effort it would take to move one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
it's
even said
ridiculous.
sell it with the house. That he said if you're gonna put one in there, you need to just keep in mind that you're selling it with the house. I remember him saying that.
for
Like
sure.
leave it behind, bolt it to the ground. You're not getting it out. It's like an appliance in a sense, right? Like
For sure.
It's absurdly heavy.
Nick.
So anyway, he moved out. He's
sorry.
doing some sort of travel. He's traveling around trying to figure out where the hell he wants to live. And so he's like, you think you could sell this for me? And it was a bottle of Pappy. And I was like, yeah,
Unopened?
I'll try to sell it.
Unopened?
Unopened. Yeah. 12-year-old lot B. I mean, he bought it back in, I don't know, 15 years ago or something when it was actually like affordable. And so, I mean, at first he was like, "Oh, I want you to try to get $2,000 for it." I was like, I don't know about that. I'll research it.
You ain't getting two.
No. And I mean, $1,100 is probably sort of the high point, it seems like, at this point. I don't know. I just don't know how to sell it though. I mean, Eric said that there's a few groups on Facebook that you can maybe try to.
can you get in trouble for selling alcohol though? Like is there some kind of legality issue there?
Yeah. So
That's so crazy.
There's that one site that you said though, Epic Sellers. So I need to send them and see what they would offer for it.
I don't know
How do you transfer alcohol though? Like
So what if we all just pitch in on it?
Yeah. I mean, we
For,
could
like,
we
would
could
he
do
would he
that.
let it go for $1,000?
I would imagine he would. I mean, for absolutely nothing. So.
I can get another investor, $250 each.
Yeah. I'll ask him.
I don't know if I want to. I got a bottle.
Of 12?
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing then, you son of a bitch.
Is it any good?
I've never. It's not opened,
Yeah.
so
This is a drinking bottle.
I haven't had an opportunity to share, motherfucker. Not opened yet.
I want to talk to you about something with this goddamn knife.
you have a cleaver? Is that a meat cleaver?
Oh yeah.
Don't put your dick in that.
So anyway,
Okay. Problem
well,
solved.
I'll run that by him and see if he wants to sell it for
Let's talk about
$1,000.
See if he'd sell it to us for $1,000.
Okay. I will.
800.
I'll cover the extra.
I'm drinking Island City. It's vanilla dunkel, but it sort of tastes like Guinness or something.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
At
It's
my
a darker beer, and it's I didn't realize it, but it's actually brewed in Winona, Minnesota.
What?
Oh,
I don't know
Corey.
where that Corey must know this person.
That's where the Judds are from.
yeah, Winona
Yeah.
Judd. Really?
Yep, that's their town.
Wow.
It's named after one of the daughters.
Yeah,
Can't you tell me?
it's pretty good beer though. It's much better beer for like a winter sipping, not a summer beer.
So it was a perfect choice for this fine evening.
Well, of all the weeks to do it in the middle of summer, this is about as close to as a Las Cruces.
Yeah,
True.
100%.
True.
Yeah.
And you know what's
The weather's
this is
been
the thing that's
nuts.
driving me crazy is that I'm next week I'm headed to fucking Seattle, and
Oh.
Seattle is having Las Cruces temperatures
Yeah.
right now, and
Really?
we have Seattle.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
hottest
yeah.
time ever.
I don't need to go to Seattle anymore. I fucking lived there the last 3 days.
What are you're going? How long are you going for?
Leaving on the 8th. Me and Nick close on the house on the
The
7th,
day before.
and then fly out on the 8th. And then Jess is going to a wedding because of COVID restrictions. I'm not allowed to go, but fortunately,
Still?
yeah, still. Fortunately, the Angels are playing the Mariners, so I'm going to
Oh,
Uber
nice.
into town and go to a Mariners game. And 8th through the 12th.
Oh, that's a long weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good trip.
Yeah, it's a little 5-dayer. Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. Matt, what do you think the number one thing I'm looking forward to?
Oof. In Seattle?
Sushi.
Yes.
Well, besides food, like Nick said.
No.
Coffee.
Just food. I swear to God.
Oh
just
man,
food.
I would have thought you'd want to go to the Rock and Roll Museum.
No, I want to. If
the
you
world
can
famous
eat
rock and
crab
roll
legs,
museum.
if you can eat crab legs at the Rock and Roll Museum, I want to go to the fucking Rock and Roll Museum.
You should check that out though if you have time. You should check it out. Like if I was to go to Seattle, the one weird destination that I'd have to see that I know that they have is there's like a rock and roll museum with like Nirvana shit, like just Jimi Hendrix and all kinds of shit. Like it's like
no,
or
totally.
the Rock and Roll
But-
Hall of Fame Museum. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, no, the only thing I care about is all the seafood. It's just I can't wait. I'm gonna go to the market where they throw the fish around.
Like go after you eat seafood, take a shit at the Rock and Roll Museum.
Totally could
Done.
do that.
Yeah. Eat seafood for lunch and then take a shit at the
Shrimp
Rock and Roll
scampi
Museum.
At the Rock and Roll Museum.
Yeah. No, don't eat there. Take a shit there after you ate at a great seafood
And then
place.
eat there because you're depleted.
Okay.
No, but then there's like 3 guys from Las Cruces that live there that were like, oh, let me know what you're doing. So yeah, so the wedding is, so we leave Thursday, but we get in late. So I think Thursday is just going to be like chill at the hotel. Friday, we don't have anything going on. So it's going to be like, there's no wedding shit. So it's like, all right, go and do whatever we want to do. Saturday, she's got the wedding. So I'm just going to Uber downtown and just go, just go to the baseball. I'll probably, me, like I'll want to get to the baseball game as soon as the gates are open.
Yeah.
And just go eat. I'll just go eat everything at the baseball game too.
Yeah.
And then so then after that, we have Sunday. There's a seafood festival downtown Seattle that we're going to go to. Yeah.
Nice.
So
That's good timing.
and then we fly
Is
back.
Jess eating seafood or no?
She has said that in the event that we're there and to partake in something that's unique to the city, she will expand her dietary restrictions.
All right, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
she hasn't said
when in
exactly-
Rome, when in Rome, that's a spot to do it.
Exactly. And that's it.
sure.
It's like you don't have a lot of chances to be in one of the meccas of that cuisine. So, and she's when we were in San Francisco, she did the exact same thing. So she's like, all right, what is that? And a lot of times it's just trying bites of what I'm having. Like, okay, what is that? And I'm like, oh, this is lobster freaking thermidor or something, whatever it is. And she's like, okay, let me have a bite. I don't like it. Okay, cool. Then you don't have to have it again. Okay, boom. Oh, that's good. All right, well, you can have more. So, like she understands that it's not fair at times to just go, no, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So when we travel, she expands that dietary restriction.
Nice.
Great.
Well, ladies and gents, Matt's got to be at the airport in an hour and 10 minutes.
You should leave right now, Matt.
I'm gonna go wash my balls and head out.
Fair enough. It's ball washing time,
Ball
as they say.
washing.
Do it.
So
All right. I'm E.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Matt.
I'm Nick. Hey, like, subscribe, follow us. We'll be sure to post this in 2023. Later.